Hey guys, Robin here. Welcome to my channel, AriesFireTarot. Thanks for joining me. So I have the Witch's Tarot in my hand, and it's time for a full moon reading. Full moon energy is something for you to really be aware of and take advantage of, and not be susceptible to, full moons are quite synonymous with people acting, let's say, out, just not being themselves, and just some really strange things can happen around the full moon. So instead of being carried by it, why not start creating through it? So that's why I like to do these readings for you. And I feel like my camera angle is a little bit off here. I feel like sometimes I'm just a giant floating head here. But anyway, so I just wanted to wear a hat. I have no idea why. All right, so I'm going to look at a card for your current emotions. And to be aware of your emotions is incredibly important so you can fine-tune them or utilize them. So let's see, what are your current emotions? So the Ten of Swords, just really wanting to be done with a phase in your life, and I love this card because it's got such a Halloween vibe to it, and it just really has that full moon vibe. It really does. If you look at it, it's really cool. Except for the swords sticking into this poor guy here. But you're just really like, when is this going to wrap? Like, when can I move on to the next thing? So this could be very much weighing heavily on your mind right now. Like, what gives? I cannot do this for one more day. Whatever the situation is. And there might not be a situation. It could just be, a feeling of angst, or just not fitting into your own skin. Do you know what I mean? Just feeling very uncomfortable, or just enough already. You just want to shed that and keep on moving. So the next card should really help you guys out here. And I wanted to let you guys know that I'm going to pull a Moonology card at the end of the reading. So you definitely want to check that out after, because these are really cool oracle cards. So what have you not been seeing clearly? Your goals, probably. This can be really tricky. We've got the King of Pentacles here. So sometimes you lose sight of the big picture to focus on the minutia of your life, right? And it's those things that can really sidetrack you from feeling that passion. You have the King of Pentacles here. This is a very self-made energy. This is looking long range instead of right in front of you. So this is not what you would call a killer combination. Your goals are still sitting there, and they're maybe getting a little bit dusty and a little bit sad and lonely, because there's something for you to depart from. Whatever that energy is, it's not serving you. So let's see what truths are available to you under this full moon. Okay, this is really important, you guys. You got the Seven of Pentacles. So this is going to be like a really sort of, I'm getting words like intrinsic, but then an impingement. Seven of Pentacles, this is going to be like the time to really move forward, but it's going to take you a little bit of fortitude to separate yourself from this. And it could be just, the winter blues, depending on where you are. Where I am, we have like 8 hours of daylight, and that's if it's not cloudy. So you can really start to, and people have seasonal affective disorder, or you could be affected by somebody else's mood. But this is going to be the time for you to really figure that out, because you've got the Seven of Pentacles, which means like really building that forest of money, of abundance, of wealth. And the King of Pentacles, you're not seeing that clearly, the end goal, because there's something taking up, some people call it the monkey mind, but this, like your conscious mind, which is only 5% of your brain, of the sum total of your mind. I did a video about, the power of your subconscious mind on my other channel, Oracle Rising. So you might want to check it out. Totally up to you. So the truth is that is available to you right now is that this is your season for sowing, right? So like sowing seeds. And what will you overcome at this time? I'm actually going to take this card and put it over top. Like I'm going to clarify out the 10 of Swords using this particular card. What will you overcome? Because it's something, ooh, shady. Shady McCreeperton in this card. So this could definitely be someone around you that is making you feel a little bit creeped out. Could be a situation that you're not fond of, and this is like quite compelling. So first of all, you have 2 7s in your read, so it's angel number 77. So that's really important to pay attention to angel numbers that you might see as the timer winds up for you, and that I might call out. Somebody here. And then you're going to overcome this situation. You know, you're ready for this to end, but the universe is, I don't know, dragging it out for some particular reason. But it should be coming to a close anytime soon for you. And this could very well be a person. Because this 7 of Swords, this is just somebody so sneaky and slithery. I get the worst vibe from this card in this particular deck. I usually turn him upside down, and I've just done that because I don't like looking at him. There's just something very negative. So I do see a negative situation, and it's been sort of wearing down at your ability to look forward. You know, it's really keeping you planted in the moment, which is cool. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that, but it's getting in the way of your visualizations and your projections of what you would like to tune into for your highest timeline for the future. But it's good news that you're going to see this exiting, okay? And what emotion are you opening up to? And this is going to be very important for you also, because you started with the emotion of 10 of Swords, which is, it's kind of bleak, you know? It shows an impending ending, but man, I mean, it follows the 9 of Swords, which is very tragic. You know what I mean? It's like very caught up and not feeling that great. So let's see what emotion you're opening up to. So you have the Page of Cups. So the Page of Cups represents messages coming in, something that you're going to be incredibly connected to. This is also because you're seeing the child here. You could be getting messages, emotions that are coming in from your childhood. So, and that could also have everything to do with this 7 of Swords, 10 of Swords energy. Like maybe something's making you very uncomfortable that you're remembering from your childhood, or, you know, it could be anything that happened, you know. Maybe you lost somebody, maybe something horrible happened to you, and maybe you buried it away for a little while, but it's being brought up. So this could actually be any intense emotion. It could be triggered by this 7 of Swords that I'm seeing here, whether it is something happening in your current reality or something happened in your childhood. But you're ready to release that. It's time for you to release that. Especially if you're very close to somebody that has passed on to the other side and you still speak to them. They're going to help you resolve that. That's what I'm seeing there for you. Interesting. So I'm just going to pull one more Witch's Tarot here. So we've got the 7 of Wands here, which means that it's time for you to start sticking up for yourself. People might not believe you about an event that happened in the past. They might not believe what you're trying to say right now. So you have 3 7s in your reading now, which is angel number 777. But this is time for you to start, you know, really aligning yourself and do whatever you have to do to get over this situation, whether it is current or past, and just resolve it so that you can carry on with your life. You're ready for it to end. You're ready for it to just, you know, be an archive. You know, you don't need it like playing a constant reel in your head anymore. So you're getting very, very close to that, but it's going to take you standing up and saying something. And, you know, just because other people don't believe what you're saying doesn't mean it's not the truth. So don't let what other people's opinions or what they say, don't let that phase you, okay, you guys? Like, it just doesn't matter. It's just what you do for yourself so that you can continue on and be successful with that Seven of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles. So this is a brand new deck. It's incredibly stiff. So these Moonology cards, I'm going to pull one right now. They show different phases of the moon and the moon in different zodiac signs. So, you know, I thought that was a little bit troublesome when I used the deck the first time, but I read the companion book and it said it was totally fine. So, you know, you just pull what you pull. It's more about the energy of the card than anything else. So, let me just find, like, I'm going to grab the companion book. Just hold on for a second. Okay, so it's a good thing I went on a pause. It took me all day to find that. So, okay, so I just noticed that the numbers were at 111 when I went to press record. And then, of course, it flipped to 4 ones when I started re-recording, when I went off pause. So that's important to you guys. Really, really important angel numbers. So the energy is gaining momentum. And this is during the waxing moon cycle, hope springs eternal. This card is a very positive omen, indicating that you can create the reality you're dreaming of, though it will take some work and you're not quite there yet. So remember what I said about the phase of the moon not mattering. It just matters about the message from the card, right? So this is a time of energies rising up. Emotions are building too. Where do you want to go, and do you believe you can get there? Either you can just keep meditating and focusing on your desired outcome, or you can take the courageous commitment to take more practical steps towards your goals. Whichever you decide, you are most certainly on the right track. So this says, attuned to the moon. I know I'm headed in the right direction. So additional meanings for the card. This situation is full of potential. Your dreams can come true. More effort is yet required. Are you willing to give it? That was really interesting. So review your goals and ensure you're still committed and keep moving forward. So there's a teaching here, and it says the waxing cycle is the period of the lunar cycle from new moon to full moon. And during this time, the moon appears to be slightly bigger and rounder every night. This is a very empowered and empowering time. And this is a very promising card. It suggests now is the time to make plans and act on them, no matter when you actually pull the card. Okay, so take advantage of these high running emotions with the full moon, you guys, to really, you know, start that healing here. And you can move on despite any odds that are put in front of you. That's your job, right? That's to work through any obstacle that has been put in your path, and don't let it stop you. You know, keep on focusing on that vision of the future that you have for yourself. All right, guys, I'm going to let it go and just take care. Bye.